Okay, example 2 says points A, B, C, and D are points on a line, with D the midpoint of segment BC. The lengths of segment AB and segment AC and segment BC are 10, 2, and 12 respectively. What is AD? Well, when we do this, we should go back and read it and input things by drawing a picture. That will help us see what's going on. So I need some kind of line, it says. Okay, and it says D is the midpoint of segment BC. So I'm just going to draw. I'll use a brush here. There's B. There's C. B, C, and we know it says D is the midpoint, so it's right here. We'll call that D. Okay, so there's our spots there. I'm sorry the dots don't look like dots, but that's just the way it is. And we know that the whole thing is 12, so we know this piece is the same as this piece. So it's 6, 6, and the whole thing from B to C is 12. So from B to D is 6, and D to C is 6. It says the lengths of AB, AC, and BC are 12. So AB equals 10. Sorry. And then it says AC equals 2. And BC equals 12. So I just wrote the information there. What is the length of AD? Well, we're not sure where A goes. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a snack over here and just take a guess over here. And let's say A was right there. Okay? If A was there, then AB would be 10. Okay? And we can check then, is AC, so we know this was done, is AC 2? Well, if I go from A to B, that's 10. B to C is 12. That's 22. This doesn't work. So I know this doesn't make sense for A. So I'm going to erase it and take A off there. Okay? And I'll erase these here. That should make it a little easier to erase. So A wasn't very good to the left of B. So the other option is to put A, and I am going to erase a little bit of stuff here. So, whoops, I'll redraw it. Okay, so you can see the pieces, because we're going to draw some stuff in there. And I'm going to say, what if A then was between B and D? So we'll put A somewhere right here. Okay, there's A there. Okay, so we got to ask, can AB be 10 if it's there? Well, it can't really, because B to D is already 6, and in order to go from B to A, you'd have to go past it and put A over here. So I'm going to put A there, and so we can't have A in between B and D, so I'm going to erase it out of there. So we're really on to the third option. And if I did have AB as 10, then I'm going to have here to here, whoops, I'm going to have here to here is 10. Okay. This part here is already 6. So that leaves this to be D to A to be 4. Okay. So I'm going to check to see if that makes sense. So A to B is 10. We already checked that. AC is 2. Well, this distance is 6, and we've already used 4, so that leaves 2 for here. So is AC 2? Yes, and BC is 12. So I think A goes there. Okay, and you could try to see if A goes on the other side to the right of C. And if you do that, you can do it right there. There's A. That's another spot for A. And you can ask yourself, is AB 10? No. AB is going to be BD is 6. DC is 6, that's 12. There's no way AB is 10 because you still have to do at least 2 here. So that's 12. There's no way that would work. So we know it can't go on the outside there. So we know then we've got our picture drawn right now. So the hard part in this problem is doing the picture. So now, and then we go back to the problem and says, what is AD? Well, AD is right here. There's AD right there. And AD equals 4. There's our answer. We checked all the possibilities. I hope that makes sense.